As you may have seen in some of the pre-release teasers, Update 3.0 features new building materials in the Battle Pass, the Arcane Set. Today I thought I'd show you those new additions and give you a brief summary of if they're worth the effort to unlock. So without further ado, let's get started. So in the paid Battle Pass you'll be able to unlock two sets of building materials in the Arcane style. The first is Arcane Motif Walls at tier 12, and the second is Arcane Motif Frames at tier 42. This adds window frames and door frames in the Arcane style to augment the Sandstone, Stonebrick and Reinforced Stone styles in the base game. I wanted to start off the comparison by showing you these small dioramas of each tier of the Arcane pieces. Sandstone probably gains the smallest improvement, with the Arcane pieces augmenting the set nicely, but overall not being too flashy. Sandstone Arcane fits with the very simple rustic style well, adding a new flavour to otherwise boring pieces. They don't scream sorcery, but they're different enough that they make Sandstone feel a bit more fresh. They're not game changers, and they're certainly not on the level of the Sandstone Rough Timber set from the Bazaar in terms of how much it changes the base material, but it's a nice addition. Stonebrick is where the pieces really start to develop their own flavour, and it's also where a new building piece gets introduced, the Arcane Wall Trim. The doors from now on are 2 tiles high, and the windows in this set are a bit more intricate without being too over the top. The wall trim is a new piece that will sit at the bottom snap point of regular walls and can fit over open door frames, windows and walls quite nicely. These pieces suit the Stonebrick style quite well, and it's a great addition to a building set that is unfortunately kind of overlooked stylistically. Finally, the Reinforced Stone Arcane pieces. The windows and door frames are both 2 tiles high, and they have a definite sorcerous feeling about them. The windows are really nicely designed, as are the door frames, and the wall trim is much more intricate and well designed. It could even suit well as a fence. The trims are tall enough to make the door frames function as windows, and overall they are a really solid addition to the Reinforced Stone set, offsetting the tonality and colour of Reinforced Stone just enough without completely breaking the feeling of the material palette. These trims could also work really nicely with Terranian or Stormglass, I think. So overall, is the Arcane set any good? Well, I do think the set could have done with some extra additions for sure. The door frames and window frames are very nicely done, especially the Reinforced Stone variants, but I think they definitely could have added a bit more. Variants of just regular walls would have been nice, and that sort of lattice design on the Reinforced Stone windows and door frames could work very nicely on roof window pieces. It definitely would have been nice to see those extra additions to the set deeper into the Battle Pass, maybe around the 55 to 60 mark, to encourage players to fully complete the pass aside from just the refund on Crom coins. That being said, this is of course only the first chapter of the overall Age of Sorcery season, and thus there may be of course more than the arcane building pieces we've already seen added to the Chapter 2 Battle Pass, assuming it sticks to the sort of sorcery we've already seen covered so far. Criticisms aside, these new pieces are really well designed. Even the simple sandstone pieces capture just the right amount of detail to cut a fine balance between showing off the sorcery inspiration and not being too over the top intricate. The Reinforced Stone set definitely shines as being some of the best offerings from the arcane pieces. The door frames and windows are incredibly intricate and very well made. The addition of 2 tile high door frames and window frames is something that people have requested for a while, and they work really nicely in this pack. The Reinforced Stone door frames are a touch janky at times as they do overhang with their built-in pillars, but they fulfill the requests of the 2 tile high walls quite nicely, I think. I'm also pleasantly surprised by the wall trim pieces. Not only are they really nicely designed, but they add a lovely decorative flair to the building, whilst also being able to augment other building pieces and even change the structure and feeling of balconies and roofs, which is a very nice addition. I do hope more wall trims get added in the future. Of course, the Battle Pass does also include some arcane decorations, which you can see throughout this build, and also there are some in the Bazaar. The Arcane set really does capture the sorcery feeling nicely. With the windows unlocked at tier 12, I expect that a lot of players will opt to use these over regular windows, especially in PvE or roleplay environments, as they are just so nicely designed and really capture that ornate mystical feeling. I think the door frames are very nice too, as are the new doors to fit in the frames, and I expect a lot of people will opt to use these too when they reach tier 42, though I definitely see the windows becoming more of a mainstay. Overall, I do hope that the Arcane set gets a couple more additions with future chapters in the Age of Sorcery season. The new pieces merge really well with the older material sets, and if all of the future building and decoration pieces are of this quality or higher, I think there is a really massive tangible jump forwards in terms of quality and design, especially compared to the older DLC culture packs. The Arcane pieces just feel really well made, even compared to something like Numidian, which realistically didn't even come out that long ago. The Funcom art team always come up with some really cool stuff, and I really look forward to seeing what new building materials they bring next. If you enjoy my content, all the links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, Host Havoc affiliate page, NordVPN discount and NordPass discount are available in the description below. However, of course, you can simply just leave a like, a comment or subscribe. Any of those are very greatly appreciated. Patrons get a bunch of nice benefits, including sneak peeks of videos, your name in every video, custom made wallpapers in 1080p and 4K resolutions, full-size build blueprints, Discord roles and more. As always, a massive thanks to our patrons Sedilot, Randar, Connor, Ivy, Torn, Ill-Fated, Coffeeman04, Jacques, Marion Ladd, Baron, Ghosty Pants, Ryan, Ben, Alfric, Eagle Rose, Melanie and X-Screechers X. As always, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.